into my room, the first thing you're going to see is our calendar. It basically showcases all the birthdays we have for a team in the month. And then you can also check out the different sports that are in season, such as volleyball, and all the teammates that, or all the antelopes that made the team. So we kind of have that up here, as well as intramural sports or after school clubs. It's all listed here. And then if you come into the room, you're going to see it's pretty straightforward and simple laid out. It's really clean just because we do a lot of science labs. So here's one of the first science labs I want to show you that you're going to do in 8th grade, and it's basically making snow. So before we do any labs, first thing is you got to wear goggles. So we're going to go in the cabinet, and we're going to grab a pair of goggles. All right, so for this lab, basically, we're going to be making snow. So we're going to take this polymer right here. We're going to go ahead and place it in the beaker. And then we're going to just take pure, simple water, mix it up, and then voila, we've made snow. And it's fluffy and just as fun and not as cold. All right, what you will notice around the room are butterflies, and the reason we have these butterflies is because this class is unique because we also teach social studies in here. So we just finished our Holocaust unit, so that's why you see these butterflies. And we're going to be taking them down soon, but we have them for the time being. Then we have another lab you can check out over here. This one's super simple, where we're using Alka-Seltzer water in a canister. We're shaking it up, back, back, And that's what happens during a lab if you have too much pressure building up. You might have a little explosion. That's why goggles are super important. All right, look, as you are checking out this area, you'll also see we have a ton of microscopes because in 7th grade we study biology and we look at different types of cells and different types of organisms that exist within those cells. Moving more towards the back. Before I show you this lab, let's go back here to the cabinet. You can check out some pictures of some cool activities that we've done. One of the highlights of 8th grade is using a fire extinguisher, and we have the Park Ridge Fire Department come out and kind of train us and show us how to use it. Fire safety is huge just because we do a lot of fire labs, such as this one right here. So this lab is called the barking dog. Essentially what we're doing, go ahead, is we have an acid down here. It's a low concentration, but it is highly acidic. And we threw in some metal in there, and so we're having a reaction. And right now, the reason we're holding the two test tubes, one on top of the other, is because we're trying to collect some of the reaction that is being created right here in the form of a gas. So we're gonna give that a few minutes, but while that is working, I'm gonna show you the front of the room. Woo. Okay, so this is basically where all the teaching and the learning happens. This is my desk. It's usually covered with papers just because in science we use a lot of papers. I don't know. We have some bamboo plants that I got from Miss Fuller. And then it's also a ton of different gifts that I got from other students. I also have this weather cloud that basically predicts the weather in the next few days. And also whenever you come into my room, the candle's usually lit, so it smells really nice and fresh in here because sometimes it can smell a little. All right, let's go back. Talking about gas. I think we're ready for this one. This is a 2-person job, so I do need one more person to help out. No. All right, so, right, we're gonna do a flammability test. So I'll hold it, go ahead and light the stick. All right, so what's gonna happen is I'm going to lift the stick, up, this one. And there you go, you have a reaction. And the reason we made that noise is because we produced a new gas called hydrogen. And hydrogen, whenever it's near fire, it creates that sound. Still not done. These are also fireproof tables. Just because we do so much fire, we need to have them. All right, one of the last cool things in our room, technically not in our room, but kind of is this special area in between our science rooms. Here, kind of really secret, is where we keep all our chemicals. So we have most of our chemicals found here that we use during your labs. Then this guy right over here, this is the fume vent. So back in the day, we used to do a lot of labs that produced hazardous gas. And so this was able to kind of store it and keep it safe. But now that we don't do those labs, we essentially use it as a chemical disposal site. As you can see, there's tons of chemicals here that we use. And then back here are extra supplies. Usually this is fully stocked, but we have some accidents during the year. So kind of running low. All right, let's go back into the room. Oh, look at that, Mr. Lawson came to visit. Woo!
Good morning. Good morning. I'll show myself out.
Thanks for coming by. All right, and then up above you will see different projects and works that students have done and have donated to me as classroom decor. And that's about it. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.